My name's Brett Weber. I'm the head women's golf coach at UW-Whitewater. This is the start of my 12th year, and for us so far, one of our most exciting starts to the season. We started our season a few weeks ago down at Robert Morris in North Chicago. Won that tournament with a beautiful score of 317. We had 3 scores in the 70s, so anytime you can have 3 scores in the 70s, more than likely you're going to end up with a very good team score. So that was very exciting. A lot of regional competition there, so we got wins on everyone. Had the medalists there, and Claudia Ryan that week. And then 2 other scores, Nicole Westcott and Megan Ramp had scores in the 70s as well. So a nice way to start the year. The next day we went up to Oshkosh and played a dual meet with them. Something we haven't done ever in my time here is play a dual meet. It's something the high schoolers are typically used to, as just meeting up with one other school for an afternoon and playing a 9-hole match. But they got a new coach this year, and they didn't get invited to a tournament, and we wanted to mix up our schedule a little bit, so we we played a duel with them a week and a half ago. This past weekend, the weekend of September 8th and 9th, we went back to Oshkosh and played at Oshkosh Country Club. Oshkosh Country Club is a really tight, it's an old golf course, 1899 it was built, so it's very tight through the green. So you get a lot of little dog legs, and it was a course designed when technology wasn't what it was nowadays, with the golf ball going as far as it does. So you can get in some trouble if you don't pick the right clubs off the tees, and you know, it showed up with some of the scores throughout the weekend, not just with us, but some of the other schools as well. In fact, we had a couple of our players not even hit their driver this last weekend. So something a little bit different and unusual that we don't normally typically experience or see. But we were able to post a pretty solid round on Saturday, and gave ourselves, I think, a 19-stroke lead going into Sunday against 8 other teams. I think there was a JV team there from another school, so it ended up being, I think, 10 teams there. One of those was a JV team. So with a 19-stroke lead, certainly nothing to sit on your laurels with on Sunday. Our goal was to go out and improve on our score. Unfortunately, we did not do that. We got off to a really bad start as a team. We just kind of were in a funk, making bogeys, and didn't make any pars. But rallied a little bit on the back nine, and were able to post a few scores in the 80s, and then some in the low 90s, which is typically a little higher than what we're used to. But we kept our advantage that we gained on Saturday, and that allowed us an opportunity to win again. So we've started the year off with 3 wins in a row, 2 invites and then a duel, which obviously anytime you win a meet and you're competing against 9, 10, 12 teams is very good and very rewarding and exciting. But for us, unfortunately, we were disappointed. We were disappointed in the fact with the way we played, and got out of our rhythm a little bit, got out of our mental sync, and kind of made some mental errors and some bad decisions on Sunday. But we're looking to correct that this week and improve going into the next few weeks, where the core of our season really is coming up. This next weekend we'll be going to Illinois Wesleyan, which is down in Bloomington, Normal, Illinois. She puts on a wonderful tournament down there. Gets a field of about 22, 23 teams, so it's a big tournament. See a lot of regional competition. So this will be our really true first test of competition. We've had some nice success down there over the years. We've posted some really good team scores in the 320s, which anytime you're in the 320s is averaging about 82 a girl. So we're looking forward to the weekend. Again, it's going to be a good test and a good challenge, and it's going to set us up for the next 3 weeks going into conference and the following week when we host at home. The course we play this weekend is very similar to the course we'll play at home, which is Delbrook down in Delavan. That'll be in about 10 days or so from now, so we're excited to host. And then it sets up the next 2 weeks of our season after that, up in the Stevens Point area with the Stevens Point Invitational, and then our conference tournament the second weekend in October. And the conference tournament's kind of the capulation of the year. There's an automatic berth on the line to go to nationals. Win and you're in, as I always say, so you know, we're looking forward to hopefully contending there. The conference has been pretty tough so far. The top half teams are always the same ones every year. It seems like Eau Claire is always going to be there. They're always contending at nationals, and they're just as good again this year. And then UW Stouts put up some really nice scores the last few weeks to get the year started, and certainly we like to feel we're going to be right there in the mix as well. So like I said, the brunt of our season's coming up here. We're going to have some nice competition, so we'll certainly see where we're at as a whole, as individuals, and as a team, and how we progress over the next few weeks leading up to conference. So we're excited about the opportunity to host next week. We're excited about the opportunity to come up this weekend with the regional competition, and we look to keep the momentum going that we've established with the wins. Thanks for looking up UW-Whitewater Women's Golf. We'll see you down the road.